Super Mario Soup! It's Super Mario Galaxy 2, and I had some really interesting technical difficulties getting this set up, and I think you'll enjoy hearing about it as I play. This was not on the 3D All-Stars collection. This is the forbidden 3D Mario, and someone recommended I play it a couple months back. They're like, Vinny, you know, you don't have a full playthrough of it on your channel, so you know what? Why not? I only played through this game once when it first came out, and I streamed it many years ago. True story. Now, I'll explain what's going on here, but I am using a real Wiimote. But I've been meaning to revisit this for a while, actually. Oh, right, I have a Wiimote. Yeah. Still looks nice. I mean, I'm running it on my Super Wii, as you can see by the resolution. But I am using my real Wiimote, and therein lies the technical difficulties. So, I had my, I have a Mayflash Wii adapter, and what that does is it uses Bluetooth to get the signal from your Wiimote and bring it to your Super Wii. What? Oh, I thought I was like, oh, what am I missing? So I have the Zeld Wiimote with the Wii Motion Plus. That came, I think it came with Skyward Sword, and I've been using that for years. They speak in PlayStation. And, so I, you know, here I am trying to figure this out, because it's been a while since I played a Wii game on my Super Wii. And, it's, you know, it takes a while, 15 minutes of, like, futzing with it, and I finally get it, I update the driver, and then the fucking motion doesn't work. I can't actually do this. So, I'm like, okay, this isn't good. So I try everything, I try it several more times, doesn't work. So I'm like, okay, let me try a different Wiimote. I only have one other Wiimote at the moment. I don't know where the other ones are, chat. This, the one I'm using, is a Mario. It's red and blue. It's a Mario Wii Motion Plus Wiimote, right? Check this out. I turn it over, and there's crust coming out of it. I'm like, oh no. There were batteries in there for years. So I put my battery acid gloves on, and I do the best I can. I remove the batteries. I use paper towels. I get rid of the battery crust. And I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work. I put new batteries in. It works. And I'm using it right now. Whereas the reliable, uncrusted Zelda Wiimote does not work. The crusted Mario Goat Wiimote works just fine. I'm huge! Alright, well, no need to brag about your gains. Have fun with your stupid mushrooms. That's a good insult. It was nice that, Galaxy 1 could be played with the Switch controller. And chat, I really wish I could do that right now. It's no surprise, I've talked about it plenty. I do not like using Wiimotes anymore. I am so good on Wiimotes. Only a few games would I actually have any interest in playing with Wiimotes again. There's a button to wiggle setting. Really? That's built into the the Super Wii? This utilizes the Wiimote decently enough. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to, like, grab stuff with the Wiimote, so it's fine. Young Master Luma, did you get thrown overboard too? Good thing you're safe. You're gonna stay in Mario's cap. Cappy, is that you? Also, this is my attempt to summon a new 3D Mario platformer for the Switch 2. Project Ouch, or whatever it's called. But yeah, I mean, again, if anyone's just joining and they're wondering why I'm playing this, one of the main reasons is I don't have a playthrough of this on my channel, aside from a couple clips of many, many years ago. And, we got a Mario game coming out next week, Paper Mario. But I was kind of in the mood for 3D Mario. I don't know why. We don't know why or where they came from, but I do enjoy this game a lot. Having semi-recently replayed Galaxy, I kind of wonder, is this game as good or better, or... I've seen people throw this game under the bus and say it's poop. But I remember having a good time with it. I'll tell you what, with the resolution the way it is, the game looks very, very acceptable. It upscales fantastically. It's a good art style for upscaling. One of the best looking Wii games. Yeah. You might be right on that. I think Skyward Sword's a really nice looking game. It had that, like, crust filter. The mosaic of semen filter, whatever. But it's, yeah. You are Mr. Gay! Woohoo! Could you believe they didn't hire me to do the voice of Mario? Over here, the other Lumas told me about you.
thank you for helping us. I'm gonna transform into a launch star. Come over and fly.
Getting a lot of mileage out of those scummy Mario emotes. I have to, like, get back into the flow of Mario Galaxy. And, you know, I've been playing a lot of Mario 64 lately. What if those mushrooms are like sentient? Like, what if they're alive? And that one just fell into oblivion.
This is it.
Sorry, I can't stop doing the fucking Hotel Mario, shitty Hotel Mario voice. I feel like we're probably gonna end up getting even more remakes. Love them or hate them, but the Switch is coming to its end finally, as we saw. So I wonder, like, you know, what are we gonna end up getting for the rest of this year? There's a Direct in June, we've been told.
This is Furukawa. I'm here to tell you that there's a Direct coming out soon. But there won't be any information about the Switch 2. Project Deltoid.
I want Nintendo to start naming all of their, like, code names, like, after muscles. Like, their next, like, console should be Project Deltoid. No, penis isn't a muscle. I guess it could be. Vinny, do you remember how to do homing ground pound in this game? No? This is, like, still very cool. He just sounds like he's having a lot of fun. Also, don't get me wrong, as much as I thought the new guy, Kevin Afghani, did a good job with Mario, he did good with Mario, mostly. I would say I enjoyed his performance. Some of the Wario stuff has been a little spotty, but he was a decent Mario, pretty good Luigi. I think maybe he'll warm up to it and establish himself better. So I'm not here to shit on another voice actor for taking, you know, their own approach, but I will say, it's nice to hear Charles again. Stop leaving things behind. Oh, you may not want to watch this then, chat member, because you saying that in the chat is unfortunately not going to change the way I play the game. I'm sorry. They typed in all caps, too. I mean, I'm going to get as much stuff as I can, but I'm almost definitely going to miss stuff. It may be by accident. There's also a chance that the chatter was talking about, like, coins. What if I leave, like, one coin behind? Oh, man. Oh, no, chat, what if I do this? Hang on. He's looking at it. He wants it. I won't let him have it. Vinny, no, stop. Chat's head will pop like a grape. Well, then just do surgery on it. They're doing surgery on corn now, chat. They realized that the grape meme was funny, and they were like, oh, let's extend it to corn. What if I told you, chat, I only play this game for the story? This is a life form that has yet, like, been undiscovered. And Mario is already, like, trying to murder it.
I'm gonna murder you!
If this was Star Trek, Mario would be the enemy of the Federation, and Picard specifically. I did it. Alright, I finished the game.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Vinny, you missed a coin. I missed a coin, you're right, because I get that coin. I wonder if I have battery acid on my hands. Or, like, I wonder if some of the battery acid dust, like, went into my respiratory system. Wouldn't that be crazy?
So you're this Mario guy, my little rumors won't stop blabbing about, am I right? Sorry to hear about the excrement you had with the monster down in the Mushroom Kingdom. I'm sure appreciate you bringing us this power star there. We need as many of these as we can get. The name's Limber. Burr the Burr.
He's purple.
I'm the head honcho of this Luma crew. See, believe it or not, we're on a spaceship right now. Took some real elbow grease to convert this little planetoid into a ship, but we Lumas pulled it off. May not look like much, but it's our. Truth be told, this ship is not in such hot shape right now. We ran into that monster too. He blasted us with meteors. Some of my crew were thrown overboard. So that monster kidnapped the princess, eh? That's cold. Deep space cold. If you ask me. You know what else is cold?
It's just because it's morphing into Meatwad. It's Ed Atlin, Meatwad, Tinky Winky.
That monster stole every last one of our power stars. See, that's also our fuel. Our spaceship runs on star. Without it, we're stranded.
See, I told you, the story's very compelling. And then you have like a feeder fetish with this purple one. Or one of them, I forget which one it was.
Well, if you have the trusty young Master Loomer, well, see, I might just have a proposition for you. Hear me out. Your special someone got kidnapped, right? And now you gotta save her.
The illusion of choice.
We need fuel for our ship. Now, if you think you could get us some stars, we'd be willing to make the ship your own for a bit.
Isn't it shaped like Mario's head? What do you mean you're gonna lend Mario's head to us? Someone just said spoilers. We were 3 seconds away from finding out it was Mario's head. Oh, they rebuilt it. Okay, I thought they found it like this.
Well, what do you think? Nice spaceship, huh? More like spaceship. Ha. Well, now you'll never lose it in a parking lot, am I right? Ha. So what's next? Don't look at me. This ship has your face out, or not mine. The decision is yours.
So you can kind of tell that this was the halfway point between Mario 3D Land, in a vacuum rather, like between 3D Land and Galaxy. Because Galaxy kind of had a hub world a little bit. It wasn't as, I guess I feel like Mario 64 had the best hub. Sunshine did pretty good with Delfino Plaza for sure, but it was still less than 64's exploration. Galaxy 1 was very, like, you know, there's a couple little secrets, but for the most part, you're just going from area to area. There's just levels. You click on them. It's fine. This is just a head and then level select. And then they just went straight to level select after this. And then they were like, you know what? After enough time, they were like, let's do that hub shit again. But let me rephrase that. I actually don't mind going from level to level. It kind of cuts down on some stuff, and it's just more gameplay. But I also like the exploration of Mario 64. I wouldn't say one's necessarily better than the other, but we all know that Diddy Kong Racing has an excellent hub. Would you say this game has a half hub? I would say the half hub is Galaxy 1, and then this moves even further away from that. This is like quarter hub. Those poor piranha plants. They can, like, smell Mario, but they can't get a taste. They got a taste. One of them got a taste. Are there black bars at the top and bottom of the screen? Yes, and I don't know how to get rid of that. It's like a movie. Yeah, the letterbox is like an inch on each side. Yoshi hatched from the egg. This was the other big Galaxy 2 thing, is Yoshi has returned somehow. Yoshi is unsquandered by mud, and that's not even the right word. Do the infinite flutter glitch? I don't think I know the infinite flutter glitch. Flutter then crouch in midair. It's like frame perfect. It's not frame perfect. As soon as you let go of A, press Z, then hold A again. Okay. I see it. I see it. I know how to do it, I think, but it's gonna take some time to master it. I'll figure it out as I go, if I ever need it. Yeah, Kith. How do I stop this from happening, chat? This is vile.
Koopa and his band of jolly jokers have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom, and you gotta help. And you gotta help us.
Yeah, this game is still really cool. And again, if you have like a good art style, even two GameCubes duct taped together can create a visually appealing game if done right and upscaled nicely. 1.5 GameCubes. I always, before the Wii like came out, people were saying the power of the Wii was like 2 GameCubes duct taped together. What I remember hearing about this particular game was that it was a lot of leftover ideas that didn't make the cut for Galaxy 1, plus like new ideas that the team had. Like they just said, fuck it, let's make a direct sequel. Tears of the Kingdom type game. Yeah, to a degree. Yeah, that's a decent analogy, I would say. But yeah, this is still a really good game, and you know, whether or not you like it better than 1, I'm not here to find that out until later. It's a bad sentence, but yeah. I'm trying to see, like, is this as good as Galaxy 1? And so far it is. And yes, I did play it on release, but my memory's dog shit. So, on the plus side, it's kind of almost like I'm playing this for the first time. Have you played every mainline Mario game? Yeah, some many times. When I was younger, I played... The games I played the most in the series are easily World and 3, probably followed by 2, then Mario 64. I would say those are the ones I've played the most of. 1 I played a lot of, too. I mean, again, growing up with an NES and, like, having 5 games for a while, you tend to replay the games you have. And playing Mario 1 was a lot more fun than playing Duck Hunt over and over again. And yes, Duck Hunt was fine. You pointed at the screen and you shot, and, you know, they went quack, and the dog went... But Mario 1 was great. It's just, once Mario 2 and 3 came out, it made it kind of hard to want to go back to Mario 1. This song sounds like it could be a 1960s Chubby Checker hit.
Come on, baby.
You made that name up? No, I'm serious. There really is a dude called Chubby Checker. He's real. And I think he called himself that because there was another dude named Fats Domino, and he was like, alright, I got this. It's just a shame there wasn't Obese Chess. That guy would have been a massive star. Star as soon as you touch the star. I didn't even realize I did that. I don't mean to pry or anything, but what's that thing doing over there? Oh, Mario's got a zit. I mean, be straight with me, pal. You hatching alien eggs now? Oh yeah, I guess Yoshi is an alien. This is a nice song, too. I like that the bongos show up for Yoshi like they used to in World. It's weird that Yoshi has had, like, 2 lives. Probably more than that, but 2 main lives. Like, Yoshi is the sidekick in the Mario games. And then, you know, Yoshi's had his own career to mixed results, but, you know, I like a lot of them. There's Yoshi's Island, there's Woolly World, there's Yoshi's Epic Yarn, no, Yoshi's Cookie, which I guess is a side game anyway. There's Crafted World, there's Yoshi's New Island, there's Yoshi's Island 2 on the DS, Yoshi's Safari, which was like a light gun game on the Super Nintendo, right? Did you forget? Oh yeah, Yoshi's Story, I forgot about that game. Please don't forget about Yoshi Commits Tax Fraud. Listen, I may have forgotten, but the IRS most certainly hasn't. Hello, is Yoshi home? No, Yoshi not home. Wow, that's some shit aim. No, Yoshi not home! Why do you kill these creatures of God? They are an affront to God. Do you think a lord would make something like this? Then again, actually, never mind. We have mosquitoes on planet Earth, so... You know, we just kind of got used to the fact that bullets have faces in the Mario universe. My name is Sean Emmanuel Morbius, and I'm a doctor. I've discovered the most perfect technique for eating shit, which is why you should watch my new favorite movie, Madame Web, coming soon to streaming. Why is Nick Cage Morbius? You gotta admit, a Morbius starring Nick Cage would have probably happened if it was made like 25 years earlier. You know, I just want a Morb. I haven't thought about Morbius in a while, but someone was like, Vinny, you should watch Madame Web because it's coming to streaming soon. I'm like, no, I'm good. I really don't know if I want to watch that movie. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that one. No, Vinny, trust me. Get really drunk. Game is too loud now. Yeah, I guess it depends on the level, right? I lowered it 5%. It depends on the song, chat. Yeah, some songs are gonna be louder. It was fine, actually. No, it's fine now. Listen, I want you to catch every word of my commentary. I need you to hear me say that Sean Michael Morbius is developing a cure for eating shit. In all of its detail. Otherwise, what are you even watching for? Come on. But Vinny, you said Sean Michael Morbius had developed the best method for eating shit, not the cure. I want my money back. Well, it's the cure for not eating shit. I don't know what's happening anymore. I've lost control of my commentary and my life. Yeah, no, the battery acid definitely didn't go into my brainstem. Chat, I swear, the worm eating my brain does not impair my ability to play this video game. It only ate 50% of the brain, and the amount of pizza I eat has given me enough resistance against worms that it's not that bad. Speaking of worms, did you see that, well, this is probably relevant to like 15 chat members, but David Gilmour added another Madison Square Garden date. So now he's doing 5 days at Madison Square Garden, and I still can't get a ticket. I think, no, I can try tomorrow, because bro just wants the money. I think at this point in his life, he's 80. I think he doesn't need the money. He's got Pink Floyd money. He's probably doing just fine. I think he's just doing it because he wants to do one more go at the garden. What do I have to do with worms? There's songs from Pink Floyd called Worms. Waiting for the worms and such. Oh, I just tickled him. So this dude likes to eat star bits. So we're gonna... Like I said, feeder fetish. That purple Luma's watching like, oh yeah! We can go to this one. Let's try it. What is the first condiment you put on a hot dog? See, here's the thing. I see the way you're wording that, and you're just trying to, like, get me to say one over another so you can get angry. But the truth is, I like mustard and ketchup on my hot dogs. I like both, or one or the other. Which one would I go for first? If I had the choice of one, I would do mustard. Oops. What about relish? I'm fine with relish, yeah. Not my favorite. I like sauerkraut quite a bit more. I like the onions and stuff, you know, like the onions. They do, you know, that kind of stuff. Chili is always good on a hot dog. Mayo? No. I don't really do mayo, no. I also like that wacky shit they put on the Chicago hot dogs. Those are good. But yeah, if you, like, made me choose one, I would go for mustard. Ketchup is a very close second on a hot dog for me. But preferably together, because I'm a bit of a trash compactor when it comes to hot dogs. Sliced banana peppers, very good choice. I like banana peppers on sandwiches too. Big fan. What about Seattle dog with a schmear of cream cheese? You didn't say schmear, but I wanted to add that word. I like that. I've had that before. I've had hot dogs that are... I've talked about the hot dog from this place in Manhattan called Criff Dog. That's basically... it's called the Tsunami, and it's pineapple, it's bacon wrapped, and it's got, like, what is it? Is it either it's teriyaki or soy, and green onions. I tried it one time, and then every single time I went to that place, I would get it again. It was that good. And I normally would never do something, like, crazy like that. That's crazy. Teriyaki sauce, not soy. So it's, yeah, it's, like, this place is cool. It's expensive as fuck, but... Here's the one. Here's one. Okay, bacon wrapped fried egg, American cheese. Solid. The everything dog. Hot dog, cream cheese, scallions, everything bagel seasoning. That's also really good. The Philly tube steak. Hot dog, cheese sauce, and sauteed onions. They do all that kind of crap. It's been years since I've done that, though. Chicagoans are crying everywhere. I normally don't like to talk about food too much. What happened to just bread? You could do whatever you want. You could do that. Bread's fine, and a hot dog is good. But I know when I talk about food, people are like, Vinny, you're getting me hungry. Stop. This rabbit wants to tell me something. It would be like kind of funny if accidentally I'm playing a mod of this game, and the only thing that's different is the rabbit just says "fuck you." Like I should do that more. Just like get people to like just throw in like one line of like dialogue that's different. Spin. Turn off the Wiimote speaker so we can hear the sounds, please. That'll do it, right? The Super Wii. Are you playing on Dolphin or a Wii? I'm playing on a Wii-fin. I can't tell you what I'm playing this on, because if I did, the Christ child would judge. It's interesting because we got in Mario Wonder, we got a drill outfit. In this game, you just carry the drill. But Mario's strong. It's all that pasta. He's like Popeye, but instead of eating shit, he eats pasta. My name is Sean Michael Morbius, and I've developed the cure. These are my diaries. The Morbius diaries. and then like a theme song from the 90s starts up, and it's just a show with like a monster of the week kind of thing where Morbius has to do a different thing every week. I still haven't seen that movie, by the way. I don't even know what the fuck is in that movie. Single-handedly kills television. I could think of a couple shows that are doing a pretty good job at that already, so... Oh, Young Sheldon. Yeah, I saw that. There was like, it ends tonight, and it was just a picture of Young Sheldon. That's another show I've never seen an episode of. The Big Bang Theory or Young Sheldon. I'm only vaguely aware of like memes and Will Wheaton, and that's like kind of it. But I did have someone in someone tried to get me into it because they were like, you would like it. They make nerd references, but it's like you know what that was? That show is like the perfect encapsulation of like nerd culture, like distilled down to its very, very, very bare essentials from the outside perspective. Like, New York Comic Con can be that from the outside. There's more to it than that once you kind of, like, look around and get into it. But when you just see people dressed as Spider-Man on the subway... Oh. When you see people dressed as Spider-Man and Deadpool on the subway, and you're like, well, that's, you know, that's what the nerds do. But then you go to Comic Con, and it's also just a distillation of, like, geek culture. But yeah, again, there's more to it than that. It's not just that. Like, you can find pretty much anything you want at, you know, at a Comic-Con, especially one as big as like the San Diego one or the New York one. Is geek different than nerd? I don't know, but in the 80s, a nerd was like glasses, pocket protector, you know, like the AVGN look, right? Except there were movies made about that called Revenge of the Nerds. So I don't know if there was a different one. Did you ever see the Red Letter Media episode? There was like Nerd Beach Party or something, or like Hacker Beach Party, and it was about like they were hacking beach parties. What the fuck was the name of that movie? Computer Beach Party. Yeah.
All circuits are go in this old-fashioned, high-tech computer beach party. Toss around the floppy disk, open a bag of microchips, and interface with a sexy comedy that will light up your terminal. Surfing buddies Andy and Dennis find their...
So that was just a genre of human. However, one of my favorite movies from the 80s, like just a really, really fun movie that also kind of like looks at not nerd culture or like geeks necessarily, but like overly smart people. I don't know how you'd explain it. It's called Real Genius, and it's early 80s. And it's Val Kilmer, one of his first movies. Great soundtrack, great funny, stupid movie. And it kind of looks at like, it's these like super smart kids in like this, like they're like MIT level professionals building a laser, but the government wants to use the laser. It's more positive stereotypes. Yeah, it's a great movie. I don't know, all the Captain Toad is here, everybody. I like his mouth. I like also his little hands don't have any fingers. Is this the first Captain Toad? Oh, SMG-1 had Captain Toad, I forgot. But yeah, the movie Real Genius was even dated for me when I was growing up, and I used to watch it in like the early 90s when it was on like TV a lot. But it makes me wonder like how people would view it now. Like being so far removed from that, it's gotta be like just a weird time capsule. It also has Tears for Fears in it. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That's like the main song. And that song had just come out when that movie was in theaters. Was that a fart noise? It raps? That's actually, yeah, that's the stock rap. Okay. I like that boss a lot. Vinny, you can now admit that you modded that sound in. I refuse to believe that's vanilla. Look up a video from 2010. I think it's vanilla, chat. I definitely do not have any skills on how to mod a video game like this. I'm not a nerd. There are chat members discovering that it is real. That's a real fart. Vinny, are you Joel? I am Vinny. I still get, once in a while, I get offers for Varg Skeletor. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't even know how to forward this to Joel. Those guys are all friends of yours, right? I don't know them. I have no idea who. Oh, that was a nerd toad. No, like, if it's something that's important, like if, you know, I can obviously message Joel, but I think he chooses to not have a contact information, and I respect it. I do. But people still get very confused. Sorry to go back to this, but is there a New York hot dog? I guess there is. I mean, it's just the dirty water dog, which is, well, that's the... Hang on a minute. That's the nickname. The reason they call it that is because there are hot dog carts in the city, and they're boiled, and the water, you know, they boil for several hours, and so the water becomes the hot dog flavored water. And, it's just a it's a loving nickname. It's not that filthy, I don't think. I mean, maybe a bug goes in there once in a while, but it's protein. Anyway, there are hot dog carts that are, like, known and have lines. There's halal carts that absolutely have lines. There's one near Rockefeller that has, every time, like, lines of people. I saw at least 60 people at this particular one cart for, like, just chicken and rice. But, the hot dog stuff, like, there's some that are also more famous than others, probably just because of the people. But, the New York-style hot dog is as follows, as far as I would imagine. It is mustard, sauerkraut, and those red onions, like the onions in the sauce. And that is also, if you add ketchup to that, you have my favorite hot dog.
This switch.
What about hot peppers? Yeah, I can do hot peppers, sure. I don't know how I feel 100% about the power-ups being so temporary in Galaxy. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this song. But I get what their utility is. It's just for, like, little challenge areas. It's fine. This one, I kind of semi-remember, yeah. Oh god. Alright, here we go. Ah! Come on! There we go. I think that was, like, considered just scrap. The magnet is filled with scrap, and then there's just a star. The most valuable thing in the universe.
Oh yeah, Mario.
Someone said, is it weird that the stars look delicious in this game? I feel like if you eat the star, your mouth either gets completely burned, or you just get electrocuted. Oh! I thought he said fall down. Oh yeah, this is the origin of there's spaghetti in there. That's right. Mario seeing a black hole.
Luigi. It's one of them black hole things. I heard about that on a science podcast. I heard there's spaghetti in there.
No, Mario, it's spaghettification. It just means that your atoms and your cells elongate.
Long spaghetti, Luigi. That's about the most delicious thing I ever ate.
I love it when Mario is the insane one. Yeah, usually in my bits, Mario's the non-insane one. Luigi is the one who's... Oh. Luigi's usually the one who is the nerd, or is insane, or doesn't understand how the world works, and Mario has to tell him. The thing about this is just your brain gets a little tricked. Like that. That was a little weirder than it normally would have been, just by virtue of it being upside down.
Ah, yes.
Mario, are you okay?
I'm just a little flat right now, Luigi. Just a little flat.
I know, I heard you sing in the shower, Mario. You were terrible. I wish I knew more quotes from that man, the man with the garbage bag, the small man. Mario, silence is the foundation of all creativity, and, you kind of ruined that with your singing.
No, Luigi, I'm flat. I'm flat. I got squashed.
Mario, I walked Bob Dylan onto the stage in 1975. I didn't really live long enough to hear you sing so badly.
Oh, Luigi, I need you to get a doctor. Get some help. Luigi, I'm in a little box. Get out of this box. Please.
Oh, no, Mario, you're in a box again.
Yeah, I know, that's what I said. I'm in a little box. Please.
That's another stolen bit, by the way. Once again, I'm not claiming credit for Mario in a small box. Well, it's not stolen. That's, it's a comedian from England, Rob Dryden. I always get his name wrong. And he does just man in small box. That's his bit, world famous bit. So I just applied it to Mario, and I was like, this is why people pay for this. This is why people pay for this. Rob Brydon. I always say his name wrong. He goes like this.
I'm the man in the box.
Alright, listen up, because I don't want to say this again. See that toad? He started collecting stars to save people. He thinks he's some sort of happy bank or something. Why don't you go over there and check it out?
I decided to become a banker. If you give me star bits, I can help you share your star bits with other players using save files. If you're playing solo, I can still hold on to them. I'll try and get more to add to your total. Oh, there's interest. I wonder if I get, like, bonus points and like, travel miles, and I wonder if I'm gonna have to pay it back or something. Toad financial crisis incoming. Occupy Toad Street. Was there not a game Mario teaches banking? Fortune Street. Did Mario ever teach math? I think he taught math at the very least, right? There was Mario teaches typing. There was, a math thing. There is a travel thing, like, for history, which was Mario's missing. I know there was the "That works for me!" that game. Did you see that McDonald's made Granny Cream real? I did see there was some Granny Cream shit at McDonald's. Let me, it really does sound like my terrible McDanish bit. Here at McDanish, we've got Granny Creams. Let me just do a quick thing. McDonald's launches new Grandma McFlurry in honor of grandmothers everywhere. It's, syrup, crunchy candy pieces, reminiscent of those beloved treats she always kept in her purse. Alright, is this every grandmother now? Did they just, like, squash every grandmother into one? Yeah, there's just a McDonald's. They're doing some stuff. McDonald's is Shinra. Oh shit, it's an Angry Bird. Our main export here in America is, a clown who makes meat. Wow. Well, he doesn't make meat, he prepares it himself. I like these little fellas, by the way. These little wood fellas, they're, like, underrated. I mean, I was just playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and now we have another cloud. Did you just fucking eat these things? A whole-ass new planet. Underrated ability, by the way. Whatever that means. You know what? No, maybe not underrated, just, we don't... I mean, it was only in this one game. Oh, you have to, like, touch clouds to get more clouds, I think. Wait, how do you get more clouds? Oh, maybe you just gotta touch another cloud transform. Yeah, it's a good ability. So you have cool little wood fellas that you don't see very much. You just exposed a lot of chat members to a new secret. What was the secret? You talking about behind the building? Oh. It just seemed obvious, I don't know. There really wasn't a whole lot back there, just like a couple coins. No one has ever found that secret, you're the first. I have discovered a brand new world. And I would like for you to address me as Master Explorer from now on, chat. I watched School of Rock. They filmed a decent chunk of School of Rock on Staten Island, like the exterior scenes. School of Rock is good, that holds up. That actually is a legit movie. Chat, these wood fellas weren't in any other Mario game, were they? Were they in Odyssey briefly or no? No, just this one time. I'm sure there'll be like a 2-second cameo in Mario Movie 2. They were in Mario Party. One Mario Party and that's it. Oh. Which Mario Party is it that gets stupidly ridiculous amounts of views on YouTube? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? It's 9, right? Chat, there's a weird phenomenon that's happening on YouTube with Mario Party 9, I think. Mario Party 9 mini games. Okay. Okay. Chat, this is a little insane. I want to show you this. Just take a quick look at these view numbers. Mario Party 9, all mini games, 54 million views. Mario Party 9, all mini games, basically the same video, 130 million views. So, I mean, it's from 10 years ago, but what if I type Mario Party 10 minigames? 9.4 million, and then 6.8 million. So that's a pretty big discrepancy. Mario Party 8 minigames, let's try that one. 5 million, 6.9 million. So it's like, Mario Party 9 in particular has this weird, I learned about this not too long ago. It just has this weird, like, mystical algorithm power. Or nostalgia power. So who wants to corrupt Mario Party 9 for me? It probably, I don't think it would work, Chad. I don't think gaming the algorithm with corruptions would work, but again, just one of those anomalies, man. 130 million views for Mario Party 9 is crazy. It's all the people that didn't want to buy a Wii U. Wait, was 9 Wii U? No, that was Wii. 8 and 9 were Wii, if I'm not mistaken. 7 was the one on the GameCube with the microphone. 10 was Wii U, right. 6 had the microphone too, right? Oh, yeah. They all start blending together. Like, for me, it's the N64 era that I remember the best, and I can tell very, very distinct differences just based on memory. And then when it comes to the GameCube ones, I remember 4 and 6 pretty well. 5, I don't remember too well. And then they start to just blur into one game. I do remember, like, there was the car, there was the motion controls, there was, you know, thoughts and opinion on the Wii U. I've talked about the Wii U a lot over the years. I was online at the Nintendo store at night for the midnight launch of the Wii U, and I got one. And then I realized, oh, this is nothing like the Wii. I could have just waited a day and got it. But that said, the Wii U had some decent games. The gimmick was not overly impressive until the Switch perfected it, but the impetus of being able to play your video games while you're taking a poop was like the main advertisement I saw. But no, there were genuinely some great games on the Wii U that are now mostly on the Switch. Zombie U was pretty good, yeah. Nintendo Land was great, and I wish that would make a comeback somehow, but I don't think it will because it's so specific to the Wii U. Thoughts on Star Fox Zero? Don't love it, but I learned to like it more once I figured out how to fucking play it. It was just unfortunate. It's unfortunate because now we're not getting any Star Fox games. It's one of the reasons. They call me the Chimp. Seems like you may be worthy high-climbing rival. Take this star. That's just the plot to the new Planet of the Apes right there. You just saw it. Except instead of a star, it's an egg. Yeah, I was upset with Star Fox Zero because the first stream I did of it, if I remember correctly, the first time I played it, it was so frustrating that it artificially made it difficult to aim unless you did its exact gimmick. And even that was just not that fun. It had its moments, but it was overall a very disappointing game for me. And that's where the Wii U kind of failed. Where it succeeded was Mario Maker 1. It was the birth of Splatoon, and that ended up obviously working out great for Nintendo. Mario 3D World was great, which then got a better version on the Switch, which is now the definitive version. I actually have to remember the other Wii U games. Game & Wario was kind of fun, because you could draw. Let me look at my collection here. Bayonetta 2 I thought was great. Captain Toad, speaking of this game, that was on that. Hyrule Warriors made its debut on the Wii U, that was fine. Smash Wii U was, again, it was like Smash Ultimate kind of just superseded that entirely. But I do remember the release of the 3DS one was pretty exciting. I was playing that on the way to Comic-Con. The Wii U also birthed Mario Kart 8. Pikmin 3 was a great game. Scribblenauts is awesome. Tropical Freeze, again, also on the Switch, but great game. New Super Mario Bros. U was also on the Switch now, but I just think that's a very forgettable game. There's a Resident Evil Revelations port to the Wii U that I enjoyed. Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD. However, chat, I know people have their issues with Wind Waker HD's art style, but there's a lot of good in those ports. They're not ports, they're like kind of they're like upgrades. And that's another thing that the Wii U excelled at. It was inventory management. Just like your screen is completely clear and you can just look down. Vinny, it's been 10 years, you're not supposed to like that game anymore. Yeah, I've seen people shit on it more and more. Well, I mean, the problem is, I agree, it's like the Wind Waker art style on GameCube, if you upscale it, looks awesome still. The Wii U version added a ton of bloom, and it changed like the way the shader worked. So everything looked a little less cartoony and a little bit more like, I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain, like more 3D, and that's not the right word for it, but it didn't kill me. It really didn't. More plastic, less painterly, good, yeah. But there were a lot of, like, the fast sale was great. There's a lot of good in there, too. That's why, like, when people say they want Wind Waker HD on the Switch, I think they want another Wind Waker HD that is a different version than the Wii U version. Not everyone, obviously, but, you know. And they would have to anyway, because, again, the Wii U had its own unique method of inventory, so they'd probably have to go back to the traditional inventory for that. Twilight Princess HD was really good too, and I felt like that retained the art style the original had, and I don't think it holds a candle to Wind Waker, but it's still a cool looking game. The Wii U, the main problem, it wasn't the games, and there were some series missing, but the main issue with the Wii U was it was just like confusing, and the marketing was terrible, and it was a very unfortunately named system. And the launch title being another new Super Mario Brothers game probably didn't help. It just wasn't anything new. Don't forget to protect your bellyache bulges. People clown on the name, but Xbox names are infinitely worse now. What are we at? Xbox Series XS? What is the most recent Xbox? Chat, I swear I saw this exact fight in Tears of the Kingdom. Nintendo would never reuse ideas, Vinny. It's true, I've only ever seen one hand boss in Nintendo games. It just goes through itself. Why don't they do a feet boss instead? Huh. Chat member. I got a number you could call. It's a feet hotline. My name is John Michael Morbius, and I've created the cure for feet.
What do you mean? You cured feet? Like, what, like feet disease? Bunions?
I've cured feet. Oh, the bit's over. Don't worry, chat. I'm not going to continue. I have ideas for where to take the bit, but it's not going to be good. One step closer to retrieving your special one, buddy. Through space and time to an unknown world we go. I'm jiggling just thinking about it. Ready, Captain? It's positively jiggling. Found an entirely new world. Looks like there should be plenty of power stars here. Well, I'm gonna play one more level, maybe two, and then we'll do the animal game. Animal Well. I enjoyed that the other day. I figured I would play it again. I was also doing a lot of random one-off games, and I have like an infinite number of one-offs we could do. Like that Exit 8 game, there's the one with the, you know, the train, like spot the difference kind of thing. So we'll just play through Galaxy. Here's my plan for the next couple months. Galaxy 2, as we're doing. Oh, I like this music. Paper Mario, and then just tons of one-offs, and then Elden Ring DLC. Of course, you know, I want to play more Hades 2 as well, and Animal Well. But yeah, I'm just going to continue trying to do all that kind of stuff. Abiotic Factor will continue as well. Animal Well. More Balatro. I think I'm good on Balatro for a bit. Yesterday was fun. When is Pacific Drive again? I've considered it. Oh yeah, there's the new Monkey Ball too. Okay, there's a lot of games. There's actually quite a bit more than I thought, yeah. Majora PC port. No, not anytime soon for that. That's too much. Oh, that's cool. I kind of want to do a Majora playthrough with Neryl's texture pack whenever that happens. It just looks so good. But I'm in no rush for that. That'll be when I have like a lull in game releases. What did you say, chat member, about Neryl's pack? There's an HD pack for this specifically? Really? Neryl's MM texture pack has been done for over a year. Does that work on the recompile? Not yet. So then I'm gonna wait for that. It's planned. Oh, good. Vinny, if you were sent a pack of weird Wii games, would you be able to play them without much troubleshooting? Yeah. Yeah, if they're interesting for like a Sunday stream. I mean, that's Shovelware Showcase in a nutshell. Shovelware Showcase was me attempting to buy these games physically as much as possible, but I no longer have easy Wii access, unfortunately. My Wii is very crusty, so I think it would be best to, if you find a way to get them to me, and it's a good pack of like interesting games for a Sunday stream, a Shovelware Showcase type thing, sure. Didn't Shovelware kill your first Wii? You bet it did. And yeah, the game prices have gone up, and it's like annoyingly so. So, unfortunately, collecting has become a bit of a nightmare. But my main collection was just shitty games anyway. But also, that was at a time where you could just walk into a GameStop and they would sell just terrible. Task failed spectacularly. I don't know. Like, every time I've been in a GameStop, they don't have like. You know, the best shovelware is PS2, Wii, DS I can't really stream easily from physically, so I don't do that. But yeah, the Wii, GameCube, PS2, those were the best for that. But now, you know what else sucks? Having like 10 systems set up at all times just to make that happen. When the truth is, chat, and I'm gonna say a dirty word here, it's really easy to emulate these days. You know, especially for games that companies just kind of let die. Just like no available way to play some of these games ever again. You know, I joke about this being a Super Wii, but the truth is the Super Wii would have been a better name than the Wii U. Following the Nintendo to the Super Nintendo, and it just would have probably communicated a little bit better what it was. Switch 64, that's next, yeah, Switch 64. What do you think the Switch 2 will be called? I think Nintendo probably learned... There's a quote from Nintendo. And again, this is a company that I have major issues with, so let's not take everything they say as word of God, but there is something interesting, and this is not related to that at all, actually, so never mind that, but a quote they have is that they've experienced enough failure in the market that there is no position that is fully secured. I'm paraphrasing, but I think they're very, very well aware of how they can go from being on top of the world into, like, shit mode. So I think they're going to be very careful, which is probably why they've delayed the Switch 2 to early next year, to make sure they have good launch titles, sufficient stock and supply, and probably a very effective advertising campaign. So yeah, Switch 2. Chat, which one? Hytale or... you know what? Yeah, Hytale. Hytale's fun. I remember this one. We can do both. This is the spicy pepper level. Gotta be honest, I really hate Nintendo when they're doing well and cocky. I agree, but then there's Microsoft, who's doing shitty, and they're still cocky, and they're just, like, laying people off like amazing studios, you know, and Sony is like, you can't buy our games in these countries. Like, it's just a shitty... I've said this before, but Struggle Nintendo has historically made a lot of really interesting stuff, and has been more able to, like, kind of do something interesting in the market. Remember when, like, they gave a ton of free 3DS games away? It's like the Ambassador program, it's like just 10 free, like, not 3DS games, it was GBA games on the 3DS. But we'll see, I mean, listen, even if Nintendo is cocky and shitty and doing shitty things right now, like Vim's Lair and all that fun stuff, I think they know damn well that they could fuck up this console generation, the next one, very, very easily. They're not even on any console generation. They've so thoroughly separated themselves from the market. It's, like, kind of bizarre. Vim's was a copyright troll. Wow, I don't think I've seen Mario suffer like that before. I kind of do feel like Switch 2 would be the best name for it. I mean, Super Switch or Switch 2 would probably end up, unless there's some, like, other innovation, which I kind of doubt. I kind of don't think Nintendo's going to do anything too drastically different from the Switch. But now they have competition in that space, chat. Like, that's another thing. There's the Steam Deck. But yeah, I love my Steam Deck. I just wish the battery life was better, but, you know, the Switch's battery life is nothing to write home about either, depending on the game you're playing. But when they upgraded the Switch to the... what version was it? There was, like, a hidden upgrade that wasn't the OLED, that had, like, almost double the battery life. That was pretty cool. So yeah, who knows? I mean, because they're not going to win just on hardware alone, and they're also... well, I say win, but, like, maintain, as opposed to fail dramatically like the Wii U. And I think the brand alone is going to carry a lot of weight, and whether or not it's easy to emulate that shit. That, and if they put out a new Animal Crossing, to be completely frank, at this point, Animal Crossing and Mario Kart are like their two massive fucking IPs. We'll do one more level. We'll do Boulder Bowl. So yeah, who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do? But with Square saying that they want to multi-plat, like even more, it makes me wonder if there's a way they can drop Remake and Rebirth on the Switch too. Because that would be, if it was powerful enough for that, I really, really strongly doubt that a portable console from Nintendo is going to have PS5 level power. So that would probably be a pretty dramatic downgrade. When did the PS5 come out? That was 2020, right? Rock power. All I want is that new Secret of Mana game, Visions of Mana. I want that on Switch too, because I would play that on that. Or Be Good. Yeah, well, Be Good is number one. That would be really nice if it was good. And keep in mind one more thing, and I'm gonna stop droning on about this. If you're accounting for what something would look like on a small screen, you can remove some detail. You can actually like get rid of some of the detail to make it look fine on the screen. But then the Switch has a docked mode. Like Dragon Quest XI looks pretty damn good on the screen, not as good on a TV. But I think, yeah, DLSS would help tremendously as well. Well, I'll just go where the good games are at this point. That's really, whatever console it is. I'm a 3D artist in the game industry, says a chat member. I am frequently making my models less detailed since it will be seen on a small size. Interesting. I feel like the push from mobile isn't as much of a thing anymore, and the AAA industry has no idea what to do with live service games anymore, because I think they're expecting everything to be as massive as a hit as like Call of Duty or a Fortnite, and that's just not gonna happen. There's just not enough fucking time in people's lives for that many live service games to be viable, in my opinion. Gacha is still chugging along. What Nintendo needs to do is just bring back Game Boy. Their next system just needs to be called Game Boy 2. Game Girl. There you go. Oh, I just fucking crashed so hard into that toad. Just make a VR headset called the Virtual Boy. Yeah. I'm actually kind of upset that VR isn't being pushed. It's just a shame. It had so much fucking potential, and I just started to really fall in love with it. And like the greed of segmenting the VR market into like little quadrants most certainly did not help. VR is still in its infancy, to be frank. I feel like we've restarted VR like 3 separate times in the gaming world, and right now it's on like a downtrend until something new happens again. I mean, it's also, think about what happens with 3D movies, chat. I know it's kind of probably a false equivalency, but every like 10, 20 years, 3D movies come back, and then the tickets to the movie that you want to see is sold out on like a regular screen or IMAX, and you have to see it in 3D. Oh boy. I mean, there are still 3D movies. It's not like they're completely gone. It's just like when Avatar came out, it was like this huge thing again. But yeah, I mean, personally, I would love for Valve to put out a new headset and for VR, and maybe release another VR game. And then I would like for the VR market to unify, and it would be great. Well, speaking of great, this game is really fun. I'm gonna stop here for now, but considering I played Galaxy 1 a couple years ago for that 3D All-Star game, and I didn't remember how, what this one was like too much, I'm gonna say that this is really kind of on the same level as Galaxy 1. Like, no dip in quality, some cool new power-ups. I remember enjoying it then, I enjoy it now. Whether or not I'll end up liking it better than Galaxy 1, who knows, but game good. And I'm glad I decided to play it. Male Toad.
Dear Mario.
I am very far away right now, but I'm okay. And I know you will come save me. P.S. I've attached something useful to this letter. I hope it will be useful.
Even when she's kidnapped, the princess is so thoughtful. Well, Bowser is letting her send these letters.
Alright, you can send one letter, but don't attach any more than one life to it. That's it.